Right, hello everybody. I thought I would get on with some like journaling spots and things like that, because when I was cutting up a few of the journaling cards, like so. Okay, I just cut up what these were already all printed out, but just not cut. So I cut a few of these up to go with what I'm doing, with sort of spring type. And I thought, okay, this is black and white, this picture, and quite vintage looking, but it's got bunny rabbits on here, and I love this picture. I've always loved this picture. So I thought I'd make some kind of topper with it, with a few bits. I've got some bits here, and I got a bit of that because I thought, oh, that goes well. Keep it neutral. I've got some greeny lace somewhere. There we go. Oh, I got that I tea stained a while ago. Can't remember. A peel paint I think I used on that one. Yeah, it was. I've done this ages ago, but happened to have that out. What's that one there? And I thought that's turned out really nice. Still quite tone on tone, actually. Seem to be liking that at the moment. But this is, going to go in here somewhere. If not, it's going to go on the front cover. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do it because it came in my head as I found it. So I just cut some pieces of, there's a double piece of book page stuck together, and that is that journaling card in case it stays as a journaling card. And just clip it in. But I thought I would make something out of this. A little topper, I think. Right, let's have a look. Right, when I do things like this, because I stitch them down, just to work out how I'm gonna, I might have that. Like that, it just gives a bit of extra support, that one. So look, and I'm going to tuck things under here, so yeah. And I'm just going to glue it down in the middle. Like that. A bit of lace here. Just going to pull that over a bit so it's off the page there. And I'll worry about the length of that later. I'm just going to come in a bit there. There we go. That's that. This is going to go sort of here, I think. Okay, right, let's get bits of paper, sort out a bit of paper, which I thought would look nice. Yep. Oops. Ink that up wherever it's gone. Oh, there it is. And I'll actually ink up all those little bits. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I shall ink those up now. And then they're done. Okay, right, let's get sticking then. Oh, butterfly. Got some gems there. I want a bit of bling. Right, let's get that there. Right, I think that's about right. I'm just going to hold that away from me. Okay. I'm just wondering if that's a little bit too far out. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's fine. I'm just thinking of the size of the page. No, that's fine. Lovely. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, actually, I don't know whether I'm going to sew through. Yeah, I am. I'm going to sew around this first, once that's dry. Yeah, I'm going to go and stitch all around there. Okay, that's all nicely stitched down. Okay, it's feeling good. I'm just seeing where that was going to go. Oh, I've got my glue in one of these because I've done this the other day. I needed to do something really fine. Mend one of my son's shoes. And so I put it in one of these bottles and I thought I'd better use it because I don't want it to get clogged up. So I just use a little needle to keep that open. Right, where was I? Oh, I know. Yep. Just going to glue down that corner here. Yep, there's 3 of those there, I think. There's fabric tack in here, so. Alright, just need that to dry. So I'm going to make 2 holes on the top here. Put some grommets so we can put a nice bow at the top, I think. Just there. Okay, so I'm going to put a grommet here and there. I want them quite close together. Almost touching, actually. Right. Right, don't want too much, do we? Okay, that's about right. And I usually do this with hot glue. Okay. So I'm hoping that'll be alright. And I twist, I used to do this on my greeting cards, so I sort of twist and then stick down. And then you sort of just keep twisting and it finds its own place to go. And if you ever see glue seep through, then you put a little gem in there. I used to put little pearls in there because I used to do quite a lot of wedding cards. That. And I always have one shorter than the other, so I'm going to go up with that one, up there, and just twist a bit. So like, come down a bit, and let it naturally fall off the page. Yeah. I've done something similar to this before actually, but I think I've done the bow down here. I have to find the video for you because it was actually quite nice. All right. It doesn't look like I need to put any gems in there. It seems to be when you twirl it round, it hides the little bits of glue there. Maybe just a little one there, but I'm okay with that, really. It's only a tiny one. And you'll find that dry in a minute. It'll be all right. Okay. Right, actually I'll make a nice cover, but it might be just a journaling card. Let's have a look, see if we've got a plainish page for that to go on. I mean, this is quite nice, I think, actually. I'm just wondering whether we could make it into a pocket. I think we could, you know. Yeah, what I'm going to do, okay, because I haven't sewn anything in, I'm going to stitch that on there. Might not be able to now, I've got those in. That's a shame. Oh, not over there. I might just get away with it. I'm just seeing how much I could... See, I should think of these things before I do them, shouldn't I? Because I've got a nice area there for a tuck spot. I could just stitch that along there and there. I'm going to try anyway. I think I'll just manage it and then I'll re-stick that down after. Okay, because I've got that piece of paper underneath that lace there. Yeah, that I can actually put that down. Perfect. Right, I'm going to glue it anyway. So I'm just going to glue along this side, just along the edge. And the bottom, and then we'll have a big tuck spot and maybe a nice tag coming out, big tag coming out the top there. All right, okay, let's move that out of the way. We'll get there. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, managed to do it, all stitched around. Okay, I've just done it about here, there, and then up that bit there. Okay, and then that looks not too bad on the inside here. So just stick the butterfly down again. Luckily it wasn't that stuck down. I do tend to do that. I don't stick everything down totally until I know what I'm doing, because I do tend to change a bit. But that's a nice tuck spot then, because that was quite a plain page, but we've got a nice back there, a nice deep pocket, haven't we? That we can put things in, but I haven't got anything to put in there yet. That's fine. Right, I've actually done another pocket, because you saw me do one, didn't you? And oh, I can't find, there we go, hole for that to go in. There we go. Right, yeah, I've actually done another pocket because I utilised the bit that I had. Remember, I cut some off here, and like, because it was a double envelope, so I've got a nice big pocket there. And here I've got the Tim Holtz or the Sizzix pocket. Oh, what's it called? Hold on a minute. That one there, I've had that a long time actually, kept forgetting to use it. I got that, I think I ordered it on Amazon, but it come from America. Yeah, so I'm using that a little bit differently because I'm going to do a double pocket with it. Because what I've done, I cut the first bit out, yeah, and then the journaling card that goes with it. And then I also cut another bit out the pocket out of the other bit of that. So I thought, this is what I think. All right, that was going to go there, like that. Like so. I know, I always complicate things, but I know what I want. Oh, that goes on the inside, like so. There we go. That might have been why it wasn't working. Then that goes there. Yeah, but that will be folded over as well. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to go there with a bit of lace on the bottom. So you could have a triple pocket there, but I'm only going to have a double one. All right, I'm liking that. So that goes there. So then that goes in. Okay, and that will be going in inside there. Yep. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is ink that up. Okay, let's stick this down first. Make it as normal. So that's how it would be normally, and then that goes inside. And there's a tag as well, plus one of these that I love, so I'm going to be using all my bits of paper to cut some of them out, that's for sure. Now I'm going to stick that on the back. I'm going to stick it down anyway. Yep. and that is going to go on there like that. I'm just wondering whether I'm going to stitch that down, I think. I quite fancy doing quite a bit of sewing in this one. So, but you can glue it down if it's not you, because you can glue down the whole back. Okay, this one. Actually, I will glue this down because that's what you'll be doing. Okay, not the back down here though, if you want a deeper pocket. So, that go along there. And this will be glued down. Yeah, if that is straight. The bottom's a little bit wonky, but that's all right. Because we can put some lace or something over the top of that. That nice pocket there and a pocket here. You see, and that goes all the way down there because we only glued down the bottom there. All right. There, and then we've got this to decorate. It sits, might be too wet yet. And that sits in there like that, and I think that looks quite good actually. Doing something else with that pocket. Just got to find some nice lace. Don't think I got any handy, that's the only thing. Oh, I might have a lace pocket. I've just found that, sorry, and I thought, oh, a nice lace pocket somewhere in here. Oh, I might have a bit. This is quite nice. I'm just trying to bring this green in, but it's not working. I'm trying, but it's really not working. Right, let's get some jute out. Oh, well, that's quite nice, actually. That's that stuff you get at Halloween. It's too neat. Right, yeah. I'm going to stitch that. It actually looks like a bird's nest now. So I think we need a bird popping out of there somewhere. Right, that is perfect. Just glue that down first. Okay, and give that a stitch across. Yeah, need a little birdie, don't we? Definitely. Here we go, that's all stitched around, and I cut another one of those from the Tim Holtz things, but I cut it off so it fit in there. I'm not saying I will use this, I might decorate it, or I might find something else to fit in there, but I like to do it, all right, so I know what size actually. Let's see better if I do that one first. What size actually fits in these pockets, all right? So I do that a lot. There we go. It sits in there. Okay, and it's going to do a bird here. Well, I've got one of my napkins there, and I chose this. What's this one here? Yeah, so that one there, just him. Okay, so I'm going to stick him on a piece of card, but this one was gifted to me, but I have found some on eBay which these ones here, these are great actually because it's got the name and everything on these. These are nice. And what's the other ones I got? You know, when I pick these up, I usually just pick up four of them, you know. I think that's enough before we get bored and want to use a different one. So I'm going to put that on. If I can find a brick brush. Here we go. I'll just... And I'll cut up, stick him on card and then cut around him. Okay. This is nice and quick. So. Quick dry. Ooh. Make sure that bit's down. I use medium weight to thick for this sort of thing, okay, because I want them to be a standalone thing. So don't cut his tail off. Done that before. And then I will cut him out. And ink up the edges. And I'm hoping it's going to look nice. See that beautiful bird. Look at that. Right. When you lose your journal. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. He's gonna go in there. Yep, that is fine. I mean, I used to put things like this on pop dots, you know, all the time, but I actually don't anymore because I think it just bulks the journal out. And he'll sit in there nicely, I hope. Okay. And now I can just glue this down a little bit, just to catch it a little bit. Never want to use much glue. And a bit under there. That's it. And that's that page done. Yeah, well, not because we're going to have 2 big journaling cards or whatever in there, or a nice bit of folded paper in there that we can write on, lined paper. I think I'm going to do that in a minute. Here we go. Right, got 2 bits. This one I just folded up, so it's like that. And then that sits in that one. So I just folded it up until it sat right. Like there, so we still see a bit of the blue. Right there. Like that. And then this one, so we don't want anything too thick. Alright. And maybe put a little tab on there or something. I'm not sure yet. But I quite like the fact that it's a little bit secret. That one. Okay. And I think that's the layout. We'll decorate that a bit later on. But that's that pocket done. And that spread. Right. So it definitely needs something there. Do you know what? The more I look at that, the more I see a cover. It's really weird, isn't it? I keep looking at it thinking, do you know what, that's I really like that as a cover. Oh, never mind. It just looks like a cover, doesn't it? Look. Yeah, it does. Oh well. We shall see. See what happens. But it's nice to look in, isn't it? And see that nice big tuck spot. Gosh, yeah. Just need a journaling card to stop myself from actually putting it on the cover. Because I suppose I could put it on the cover. Okay, folks. The more I look at this, the more it has to be a cover, I'm afraid. Yeah, I kept looking at it and I'm thinking it's no good. It's got to go on this front. It just feels right to me. So I just got some sort of yellow to bring that into the cover. And a bit of a doily in that. And that's how it was. So I'm going to... And I put lace on it as well. Thinking, oh yeah, I was going to leave it here like that. But when I looked at it like that, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still nice, but I just see it on the cover. Okay, and that is what I'm going to do, because I have to run with it. When I see something like that, I have to run. So, or change. We can easily add a piece of coffee stain paper into that journal, no problem at all. So I am going to cut this down and go from there. And this, I'll make it into something, don't worry, it does not go to waste with me. Right, I am going to cut that down. Oops. Which, there we go. Like that, and I'm actually going to stick this down and maybe stitch a little bit under there, because I can move them out of the way, look, and just stitch across there. I'm just wondering whether I want it. No, I don't want it any shorter because I've got the doily, haven't I? Yeah. Things like that happen with me. Okay, I see something and I have to run with it. So that's the way it goes. It's going on the front. Right, okay. So I've stuck that down a little bit, okay, and left that open because I want to tuck this in. Okay, so that's going to go in there. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue then in there. I just need my pin. Because I'm going to stitch over that, so let's have a look. Yeah. When I stitch that, that'll squish that down a bit. I just feel like I need something more up there. Just a bit. Oh, I've got a bit here. So I don't want it too straight looking. A little bit straight. Okay. That's there. Right. Doily and a bit of lace. That's better now that's on there, you see. So doilies at the bottom, so I can come up a little bit higher on there. And then I shall stick the glue on the bottom here. Stick the glue. Stick the lace. And that's going to be like that. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stitch under that bow there. And making sure it's under there. Run the machine along there. Okay, but if you were, oh, I'm shaking then. If you were not stitching, then just glue it all down randomly. Okay, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stitch along there as well. Yep. Okay, that's all stitched round. And then I will put some glue underneath this now. Just dot around, yeah. Just lay it on, okay. Okay, I'm going to glue mine on, but I'm also going to stitch around it. I think I can just, yeah, I can, because it's going to be around here. Okay, as long as I don't, you know, stitch here and close my pocket up, I should be fine. And liking that, because if we do actually put something over the spine later on, then that's still all right. So I'll just move that up to there. But it's right. I don't know what you all thought, but I think I made a good decision. I mean, this cover I made last year, and I thought, oh, I don't know. And I think it was like springtime, not springtime, like summertime. I thought, oh no, this is more autumn or spring, you know, it's not really when I was doing it. So I just left it. Or I ran out of time this spring. I really can't remember. But we've used it up, and that is the main thing. Right, I'm going to put a little bit more on there. going to cover that black stitch in. Make sure we're not going a bit skew there. I'm really happy with that. I'm just going to have to watch this when I sew. Yep. I say if you're not sewing, then use your clips to hold that down for a little bit, or put something heavy-ish on it. There's nothing really to damage on here. There we go. Managed it. It was quite thick, so I kept the machine down very... I've got a quilting one, so it takes quite thick fabric, but I just kept the speed down very low and was very careful. But I do have you know, one of the vintage ones as well, the Singer hand shank one. So if it didn't go through on this, then I would have used that. So, because I mean, gosh, there's what, 1, 2, there's about 4 or 5 layers there. All right, yeah, 5 with the pocket. But that's worked out brilliantly, and I'm happy because I'm liking that. Okay, for a spring journal. So I got a spare piece of paper here. And we will go back how it was. Which is no problem. There for now, but that might change. Actually, yeah, I want that there. A bit poking through there, that's nice. And then let's find somewhere for that to go. Might have that there. Okay. And that's going to be going in there. That's going to be so nice. I know it looks thin now, but by the time we put everything in, honestly, that will grow, as you've seen. Okay, we have this left now. All right, and the writing's going down that way, so I thought I'd create a flip with this because it's the right size and it's got lace on it. So it's going to go somewhere like that or there. So look, I think I'll go a bit further back there, and it will go, stick it in there, and we can create a pocket with this. Yeah, and also a flip going in that way. Yeah, quite like that. I mean, or we could, you know, literally stick it down there and create a nice big pocket here and not see any of the inside at all. No, I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to stay as I thought. Okay, so I'm creating a pocket, right? So I'm only gluing down 3 sides, but I'm not worried about it too much because I am going to stitch it in. That's what you would do if you weren't. I'm just going to make sure it's to the edge. Come on. There you go. And then this creates a little tuck here. Away. Perfect. Right. What was I going to put down there? Oh, I'll see that in a minute. I'm going to stitch all around this one. Okay, and I'll most probably stitch down there as well. And that'll be nicely secured on then. Here we go, all done. All right, and then you can extend this with a bit of paper if you want a better tuck spot, but it still works to hold something in. Oh, actually, yep. It's a bit big, a bit long rather. That could just sit in there and then have a bit of lace on it, or some, well, a bit of washi tape maybe. Right, and that could go in there, which I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I did get a few spring colours out. Okay. No, it's too bright. That one would be better. Okay, just felt that was just a bit too bright. It's okay as a, you know, backdrop for like tags and things, and then you cover it over. But I'm going to use that one. But I'm going to glue it down. I think that's about the right length, or width I should say. So look, maybe a bit too wide. A little bit over, but that's all right. We shall do something to get over that. Turn it in. There we go. Right, and a tiny bit of real delicate lace on there. Okay, will give me a nice straight line, but that's looking pretty straight actually. It's not too bad. I'm going to leave it as is, and that's not interfered with that at all. Okay, this, you know, I'll decorate a bit more. Oh, got two there. Okay, that's just the right size. So fold it down for a minute. See what we're going to do with that later on, but that's, you know, an odd bit. There we go. Looks like it's been watercoloured actually. No, it hasn't. There we go. I'm liking that. Okay, and then that's in there. So that's a good start for that one. Okay, what's next then? Oh, I know. I was going to put another pocket on there, actually, because I have this. Right, that was left over from page, so I'd use the other half. So I thought I was going to make a pocket. Yeah. A nice deep pocket. Oh, and let's have a look. About maybe there. So this is what I do. Okay. To get my width, I'll fold that there. Like that. Might have gone in a bit there, but that's okay. Sort that out, and then I'll place that there just to get a line, and I'll do the same that side. Like that. I know that one's nice and straight, so let's pretend. There we go. Right, and then we decide how tall we want it, because I need a bit of a lip there. I think about there. Okay, and then we have a pocket. Quite easy really, isn't it? No measuring. How lovely is that? Right, so all we've got to do is cut some of this off. That's where I want the pocket, so go down to the next line. That should give me enough of a lip. Put that in my bit box. Right, so it looks like that. Okay, that's going to be my top, so I'm going to glue that bit down first. And then cut these corners out and mitre that a little bit there. Just gives it a neater finish really. And then cut them out as well. Always left with it like a little square. So. And then always put the sides in before you put the bottom one. Well, sorry. Always put the sides in when you stick it down, and then that goes over there. Or else if it's the other way round, sometimes you'll catch on that. I remember that from doing mini albums, wondering why it wouldn't work. Or you measure the pocket and you think, why won't that tag fit in, you know, and things like that. Okay, and then, so I'll do this. I tend to eyeball it. And there we have a nice pocket. Right, where is that? Do you know what? I'm looking at that and I think it would be nice over there. Then have a belly band here. Something tucked in, because that's just about the right width for, you know, something underneath, an envelope or something. I'm actually feeling like that. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, they're not going to see that, are we? Because that's going to go there. Nope. I'm going to, it's that way. Get that right, Andrea? And that could be that. So look what we've got here. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. Definitely. Okay, and that gives a nice pocket there. Okay. And belly band over here. Would like some of that. I might have some. I'm not sure. Oh no, that's the same. Let's see what I got already pre-printed. I'm not printing any. I've got to make do. No, I don't like that. It's going to be coffee stain paper with something over the top. Got it. I've got these tickets that are printed out on paper, so I can put them on to card or coffee stain paper, and I'll have myself a belly band. Yeah, that's what I'll use. fancy a thing. Right, give my circle punch a minute. Too big one. Okay, I think this is the 3/4 of an inch I use on these, and then I can make my own. I think 4's enough. Let's have a look. Yeah, it can do. 4 is enough, but I'll leave a bit of the card at the top and the bottom so it fits the page. Yeah. Let's stick these in the middle a bit. Yeah, there's really thin paper, so okay. Cut a bit of this off. Here we go. And how's that? I reckon that's looking all right. Nice little tuck spot. Okay, I won't put too much pressure on that at the moment. And then so you've got pocket there, tuck spot there, pocket in here, which I will do something else there later on. So yeah, and you've got a nice flip out. There we go. Okay, well that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall be back soon. Got some exciting new things to try, haven't we? With what was it, craft alongs, and I'm doing this, and junk in the trunk I'm doing. So there's quite a lot going on really. Yeah, I've got to come up with something with junk in the trunk this week sometime. So keep on with that, because I've really enjoyed that. You know, doing that packaging and everything. I really love that. That's one of my favourite things to do. So just yeah, just got to come up with something else now. Okay, well, thank you very much. Bye.